Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Mike Lovelace with Lovey's Fat Life, and today we have one of our favorites, man. Our family loves to cook some ribs, and today we're going to do baby back ribs on the smoker. You can do these on your Weber grill as well, or your just your regular grill, any kind of smoker that you got, or just regular grill that you have. But we're going to do these in a 2-2-1 method instead of a 3-2-1 method that you've seen before. We're going to go 2 hours on the smoker with a little bit of cherry, hickory, and charcoal, and we're going to do that for 2 hours at 250. Then we're going to turn around and wrap these bad boys and put them in aluminum foil, do them for 2 more hours at 250, and then we're going to finish them off this last hour, and that's what you're seeing right now in this picture on the Santa Maria. So grab your favorite beverage, kick back, relax with us, take notes. These are some dry ribs, but you can put some of your favorite barbecue sauce on these as well at the very end and let them caramelize. But enjoy this video. I also have some tips on how to get that membrane off the back of them as well. And we love to use mustard as a slather. So check it out, like and subscribe. Thank you. Hey Facebook and YouTube, this is Mike Lovelace with Lovey's Fat Life, and today we got another food video here for you. We can't go out cruising right now, we can't do a lot of traveling because of the virus, but today we're going to smoke some baby back ribs. They're back here in the back, and this guy right here, Mr. who? Anthony's going to do some serious eating on these ribs today. We're also going to do another video on chicken wings. We're going to put some chicken wings on the Santa Maria. We had somebody request on Shirley Fabrication Forum, said, hey, how about smoking some ribs instead of doing like a 3-2-1 method? How about let's do a 2-2-1 method? And we're going to smoke these baby back ribs back here for 2 hours, wrap them in aluminum foil for 2 hours, and finish them off on the Santa Maria, which is right over here. We'll have video of that. So do it a little bit of different. We're going to smoke it for a little while and then put it on top of the Santa Maria and get that direct smoke going straight over with it. And we'll also put some onions on that fire, get a little bit of a different taste profile. But we got the Shirley Fabrication right here fired up, got some hickory on there, and getting ready to add a little bit more apple to it. And then these baby back ribs, they've got some a little bit of smoky, spicy rub on them. So hang with us and check us out. Thank you. All right, so I've showed this before in our videos, but just want to show you how to get that silver skin off, or the membrane off the back of your ribs. You take a case knife, go about your 3rd or 4th rib down, put that up underneath there, and then pull it up just a tad. Stick your finger up underneath here, have your paper towel ready, and then just pull that thing right off, and it actually comes off pretty easy. But you got to get this off if you want to get that smoke in there and that seasoning in there. So that's a must. Please take that off the back of them. Alright, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but Grill Mate's Sweet and Smoky Rub. Try that out. I got it at Sam's Club. It was only like $4, $5 for that big container. So again, use your favorite rubs. I try to do a lot of my videos of what you can get locally unless you make it yourself. You can see right here on these ribs, we're putting a mustard slather on them. You don't have to do that. I've used olive oil as well, or some kind of binder. Some people use no binder whatsoever. I'm just partial to mustard. It works for me. My family likes it. You know, does it really help it a whole lot? Maybe not, maybe so. I just like using it as a binder to put my rub on. So on pork, I always use this mustard as a slather, even on my pork butts. But put that on there, rub it real good, and then we're putting this this seasoning, whatever favorite rub you like, put it on there nice and generous. Then we'll flip it over, put mustard on the next side, and then do the same thing for all 3 of these rack of ribs. Hey, just a reminder, don't be shy with that rub. We're cooking at 250, so a lot of people believe that anything over 275 degrees, you start getting up over 275 to 300 range or higher. If you have sugar in your rub, it'll burn. So this has a little bit of sugar in it, but we're going low and slow today, so we're taking that temp at about 250 while it's taking in smoke and heat. All right, we've hit a 250 temp, and we're just now putting these baby back ribs on. We're gonna hit this temperature probably around 250, 275, smoke them for 2 hours, and then we're gonna wrap them in some foil, cook them 2 more hours, and we're gonna finish them off on this Santa Maria. But man, they look beautiful. Sam's Club right here. I'm trying to show you guys things you can buy at your local store and not special order this stuff. This is I believe a Girl Mates rub I put on here, but it actually tastes really good. So buy your favorite rub you want to put on them. Baby back ribs here on the Shirley Fabrication smoker, vertical smoker. On after 1 hour. Man, things are pretty. We're going to put a little bit of spritz apple juice. One more hour, and then we're going to wrap it. All right, it's been 1 hour, or 2 hours, so we've took them off the smoker now, and what I'm doing is spraying them with apple juice and then some squeezed margarine butter, and then hitting them with a little bit more of that rub to put on top. Then we're going to turn these upside down and let them cook the meat down, so those juices and the rub and all that will soak in there and cook together for 2 hours and help tenderize that meat. So try this out. All right, we got these wrapped back up, putting them back on the smoker for 2 more hours, and that'll be 4 hours total, and then we'll finish them off on the Santa Maria. Still running about 250 to 260 on temp. All right, so now we're firing up the Santa Maria. We got a bed of charcoal here with Kingsford and firing it up with the weed burner. We got some hickory on here and a little bit of apple, and we throw that onion on there. That smell of that onion really infuses that meat while it's cooking. Smells like a fairground. It's really awesome. Some people don't use charcoal and use nothing but wood, and that's fine and great too. I like to have a bed of charcoal to start with. We opened these up after 4 hours, 2 hours not wrapped, then 2 hours wrapped. This is extremely hot with those juices, that apple juice and that margarine. So get you a pair of tongs, and we're going to put these straight on the heat or over top of your heat source. If you're using a Weber grill, you'd put them directly over the heat. And just be careful that we don't burn them. So when we set this up here in a second, we want that fire to come up and just probably be about 2 to 3 inches away from touching the bottom of that. Every once in a while, with them drippings coming down, you'll smell it. It smells so great with the drippings dripping on that fire, plus the onions as well. But you got to be careful of this, because you want to be there with it, because if it gets too high on the flames, it'll burn them. So as long as it's hitting the back side, underneath side of this, it's hitting your the bone. It's not that big of a deal. You're not eating that anyway. You're eating the meat in between. So then here we'll adjust this Santa Maria down so that it gets a little bit closer to the flame. Try this out though. If you don't have a Santa Maria, if you got a Weber grill, maybe you want to buy an attachment for it. Hook up the Shirley Fabrication boys. They'll build you one. This one's 30 inches by 48 inches, and I'm only needing to use about a third of it. So we can fill this thing up and cook a lot of food at one time. All right, we're going to touch these things one more time with a little bit of that rub. So I put a light layer of rub back over top of this after they've been cooking for a little while. Again, this time they're only cooking for about an hour until you get to the bend test, or they hit the internal temp that you're wanting on these ribs. All right, we're getting really close. Just turn these over to brown up the other side. This is the underside. You can tell the bone is drawn up. We'll check the internal temps. When I first put them on, it was 170, so we're going to try to probably around 195. We'll do the bend test on them though. Man, these ribs are really smelling good now, and I'm ready to tear into these things. So enjoy this slow-mo of these ribs. We're getting ready to take them off the smoker here, actually the Santa Maria, and wrap them for a little while. And but man, these were some really good ribs. All right, these ribs just hit the internal temp I wanted to hit, about 190 to 195, 195. And you can tell by that bend test there, they're ready to go. We're going to wrap these things, and nice drawback right here. We're going to wrap these things and let them sit for about 30 minutes before we cut them open though. But yeah, these things look and smell great. try one. Definitely good. It's got a sweetness, but just a little bit of heat. Really good bite for it. Not really nice. Good stuff. Hey, thank you guys again for checking out our video. Again, today was a food video. Be checking back for more travel, a lot of cruising. We were actually supposed to have been on a cruise last week, but it was canceled because of everything going on. So keep checking back with us. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We definitely have some cruising content coming up here soon, and definitely more food coming up. But right now our channel is about 50-50. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.